Alright, welcome everybody to today's stream. Today's stream, pag-uusapan natin what we all did during lockdown in 2020. Today is the 3rd anniversary since nag-lockdown dito sa Pilipinas. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'll be sharing mine too. I have a few videos set up. And from now until then, well, I hope you support the channel and watch everything. But we won't really be beginning the content until the 10-minute mark. So kung habol nyo lang yung content, go to the 10-minute mark. But yes, we will continue the setup and I hope to catch you then. Also, one more thing, since you're already here, please subscribe to the channel. Please like this video as well. It's definitely gonna help our growth. Yeah, so see you 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, 10-minute mark. Sup, Caleb? Alright, continuing the setup. How are you, Caleb? How are you today? Today started really late. That's why we're very late now. It didn't help na sobrang nahirapan tayo sa TikTok. Magandang gabi rin sa'yo, Mr. Maspogi, Ron. Yeah, so ang nahirapan tayo sa TikTok na in-upload, kaka-upload lang natin. It's, I think yung part na nahirapan tayo was to get all the brand logos. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, that is the boodle for you to check out the TikTok account. Yeah. Oh my gosh. First the good boy haircut. Now the jazzy background. Is this us? Are we really getting old? Let's share this stream to more people. Magandang gabi po, Master. Share lang natin itong stream natin. No, never. Wait, what's a debutante ball? What's that? Is that, you mean a debut, Ron? No. Like a cotillion, parang ganun. Like I have no, actually I don't even know what a cotillion is. I just thought it's kind of like what you're describing, but I don't really know what a cotillion is either. Debut, yes. Have I been one of the roses ever? I think I don't know why I can't remember, but I think maybe no because I can't remember. Pero yeah, I've attended several of my friends nung 18 na, nung I was about 18, which was More than a decade ago. Ito, live na lang din tayo sa TikTok. Alright. And we are now live over there as well. Hold up. I've been invited to a debut. Oh my gosh. Let's not forget that Caleb is probably the only person who can answer this with clear memory. Oh, I did not know. Okay, what's the difference between a debutante ball and an 18th birthday debut? I have no idea. 18 blue bills? Yo, I'm not gonna hate. Para sa akin, 18 blue bills is better than 18 roses. Alright? I'm not gonna say no. Even as an 18-year-old, even if, we don't really have debuts as guys, I wouldn't look down on that. I think it's genius. And then, yung best pa dun, you don't even have to buy the roses. Alright? Each chosen bill will have to provide for their own 1,000 peso bill. Yeah. And if you're 18 years old, 18K, it's a lot of money. Then, what's up? Hello to everybody here. Press 1 sa mga naandito so that we know who's here. Apart from Ron, Paolo, Caleb, and Tin. Renly also. Yeah, so what's the difference, Caleb, if it's okay to ask? Baka nagta-travel ngayon si Caleb kaya hindi makasagot. 1, TikTok fam, dito na kayo sa YouTube. I'm also live here at CI Benipayo. Same username. So talon na kayo dito sa YouTube. I'm also live here. Mas nakikita ko yung chat sa YouTube and baka ma-miss ko yung comments niyo kung dito kayo sa TikTok tumambay. Plus, I'll be able to show you photos and videos over here on YouTube. So CI Benipayo din ang username ko doon. Yeah, yung mga gano'n. I know what you're talking about, Ron. Yung ganitong cake. Money cake ba yun? Money cake. Oh my gosh. These are the best. Oh, kanya dollars pa. Ay, sorry. Hindi pala nakita. Kanya dollars pa, oh. Money cake. Oh, man. I wonder if there's a video. Whoa, wait. Hold up. This money cake isn't too shabby either. Where is that? Di ba yung pinupull out? Something like this. Wait, let's look for a video. Ayan. Wait. You have to show it, right? No! About part 2. Ayan, hatakin na natin. Come on, let's pull it out. Wala dito. But I think you know what I'm talking about. If not, I'm here to save you. I will be the one to show you that video that we cannot seem to find. Ito! Boom! This is the best. Oh, diba? It's a guarantee to make everybody smile. Right? Nilagyan pa siya ng cross sa noo. Galing. Guaranteed smiles for everybody. What's Kia Pride? Is it not the car? What's up, Mark? Ano yung kotse? Isang lumang Kia Pride na yung 18,000? Hindi nga. Kia Pride? Are you kidding? 18,000 yan? No way. This has to be more than 18K. Yeah, this has to be more than 18K. Sure ba? How are you, Mark? So, sinabi na ni Caleb ngayon yung difference ng 18th debut and debutante ball. So, a debut is just for 18th debut for a girl. However, there's a traditional debutante ball every season of the year in the US, and sometimes it's a fundraising. But it's a debutante ball. Oh, so there is a difference. All right. I like it that we're talking to each other because we're just about to begin the stream right now. For today's stream, we are going to be talking about. Well, I hope you know we have to riff off each other. Kailangan tayo mag-usap talaga because we're going to be talking about what you did during the lockdown in 2020. Today marks the 3rd anniversary that Metro Manila closed itself down. We are ground zero for COVID. And we all, started interesting lives from here. We all became creative. We all suddenly decided to make ube cheese pandesals. Everybody became an entrepreneur. And for good reason. We all needed to make a living because we didn't know what the future held for us. Whether it's the job market being crazy or our companies not knowing what to do and not exactly having a clear future for the rest of us. So, yun yung pag-uusapan natin today. What you guys did. Now, this stream is inspired by this. On this day, 3 years ago, marks the first day of the 1-week-long suspension due to COVID-19. But where were you on March 8, 2020? And what was on your mind when you read that announcement? Now, I can't tell you where I was during March 8 because I remember March 12 more than March 8. I remember on March 12, I was at a friend's office and March 12 was the day dineclare yung lockdown. So March 8, nagsususpend pa lang ng mga pasok. March 12, lockdown na. So that's why I remember March 12 more than March 8. Actually, rumors of a lockdown ang March 12. They were saying something like, may nag-leak na documents. Do you remember that? May nag-leak na documents yung PNP saying na i-close off na yung Metro Manila. And before everyone could even get the official announcement, bigla na lang nagpa-panic buy na lahat ng tao. Lahat ng tao trying to escape Metro Manila already. So I remember March 12 more than March 8. But the question is, generally, during that time, nung nagsisimula pa lang yung lockdown, nung nagsususpend pa lang ng mga pasok, what were you doing? What were you doing that time? Sushi bake! Overnight, ang daming naging magaling magluto rin ng sushi bake apart from the ube queso pandesal, diba? Sobrang daming ganun. Yeah, 3 years. Naalala ko lang yung lahat kinakabahan ang Tatay Diggs and gave Tatay Diggs a chance. Baka naman magseryoso. Paglabas niya sa press con, ayun, para lang nasa inuman. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was horrible. Yung mga press cons. Yeah, I'm not sure if we have footage of that, but I think if we post footage of that here, it might just get taken down for copyright. But I think I can put up yung leaked documents. Manila here. There you go. Wait. I'm not sure if this is it. Leak lockdown order. Metro Manila. Wala eh. But yeah, nag-leak yun. I remember it was like literally somebody took a photo of a document about Metro Manila being closed off. Leaked March 2020 order Metro Manila. Wala rin. I can't find it no more. But yeah, it was spreading like wildfire. Dalgona coffee. Huwag natin kakalimutan yun, sis. The Dalgona coffee. Lahat bigla nagawa ng Dalgona. And don't forget, those who do not know how to make Dalgona coffee or those who do not like coffee ended up making Milo Dalgona. Alright? Dalgona coffee. Here you go. Let's humor ourselves for a bit here. And let's Google the Dalgona coffee from 3 years ago. Kasi lumalabas dito puro mga 2 years eh. We need something from 3 years ago. Because that's when it all... Actually, no, wala namang lalabas sa 3 years eh. Kasi 3-year anniversary today. So, karamihan lalabas 2 years ago. Alright, let's find something. Of course, merong Dalgona coffee sina Ann and Erwan. So, dun tayo. Ay, walang Dalgona coffee. But let's look for something na Philippines. Dalgona coffee, Philippines. Ayan, meron. Dalgona coffee for everybody.
Everyone, I'm Janeline Sandaga at Wednesday na naman. Instant coffee. Huwag yung 3-in-1 na. As in, ito yung purong kape na kapag tinikman mo mapait. At isa pang tablespoon. Okay. Next naman
man, these were the days.
Excuse me.
Don't forget the plantita. Oh my gosh. Sobrang daming nagpaka-plantita noon. I remember. I mean, I'm not hating, right? Let's not forget that during this time we were coping. Everybody was coping. Nobody alive, at least those who weren't alive during the Spanish flu back in the 1920s, we were all trying to cope. We were all trying to find out ano ang pwedeng gawin once we're locked down. And so all these random spurts of creativity from everybody, from yun na nga, food to being able to take care of plants. I think I even read an article one time. Sinabi sa article na yun na nahirapan nang magsalita kasi nagsasalita din si Dalgona Coffee. I'll mute you for a bit there, Miss Dalgona Coffee. But I remember reading an article back then about why we became so obsessed with plants. Do you have any guesses? Bakit tayo na-obsessed with taking care of plants or buying plants during the pandemic? It was quite interesting yung write-up on it. Of course, di mawawala yan, Master. Si Jed may sinabi, I remember the day, it was March 8, I think. I was in the office and we were sent home by HR with no definite date on when we will return. I didn't expect that it will be my last day with the company. No. Chloe Ting. Oh my gosh. Keep it on. Keep it going. Chloe Ting. Okay, let's forward this already. So, ayan.
Sarap na niya. Bet na bet ko talaga. Wala na. Nagpaka-artsy pa tayo.
O, diba? Chloe Ting workouts. My gosh, everyone got obsessed with it. And to a point actually, parang hindi ko siya nagustuhan because medyo fantasy yung binibenta ni Chloe Ting during that time. But here you go, Chloe Ting. Let's look at Chloe Ting's workouts from 3 years there. 2 years ago. 2 years. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Chat, check this out. From 3 years ago, 30 million, 21 million, 27 million views, 18 million views, 24 million views. Man, she was selling a fantasy at this time and everybody just wanted to work out. I can't put any volume here kasi baka gumamit siya ng copyright music. Pero grabe. Everyone did the Chloe Ting workout. Ang sobrang nakakatuwa lang talaga. What else? Bring it all up. And Jed, I hope that since then you've found yourself in a better place. Kamusta ka ngayon, Jed? Nabuhay yung GCash activity. Yeah, GCash. Did they say that even TikTok greatly benefited from it? One of the things that they kept saying during that time was we were already gonna go to digital. Everything was gonna go digital already. Our banking was gonna go digital. How we interact was gonna go all digital. Video calls, live streams, everything was gonna go towards that direction anyway. ang ginawa lang ng pandemic was to speed everything up. So, yeah. Now it makes sense, right? Now it makes sense, and it essentially changed the world forever. Now that we're looking back at it, probably during that time, hindi natin masyadong iniisip. But we were in the middle of history being written. I mean, in that sense, na pandemic, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, people, kids, our kids will be asking us, how was the pandemic back then? What was COVID-19 like? Diba? And now it's just gonna be a bunch of memories. But back then, when we were in the moment, we didn't know what the hell was going on. Until now, Renly, feeling ko si Renly till today, no? Just making my dalgona coffee. Sarap. Some interesting things here also that I thought of looking for. Check all of these out. Images of famous landmarks around the world deserted. We're so used to seeing these places na punong-puno ng tao. But during lockdown, all of these were empty. This is the Venice Grand Canal. The fountain, I think this is in Rome. Yeah, it says Rome here. Ito yung nagtatapon lahat ng piso, diba? Oh! Alright, the Plantita trivia. Okay, hold on. Before we... Sorry na distract. Excited lang. Happy anniversary to all of us. So the Plantita thing. The reason why we all became Plantitas and Plantitos overnight was because having a plant or taking care of a plant gave us a sense of control. At the time when we didn't know what was happening, nurturing a living thing was the closest we could get to being in control of life. Because if you quite put it literally, being able to be directly responsible for the life of a plant sort of makes us believe subconsciously na in control pa rin tayo. Kaya ang daming na obsessed with plants. Diba? I was in surveillance back then, sabi ni John. 24/7 ang reports at calls, no available hospital beds, blah blah, no sleep. Wait. John, may I ask, what's your job back then? What do you mean by surveillance? Are we talking about security? Or are you in the medical industry? Imagine 50 years from now, they're gonna ask us what's the purpose of mask. That's a ni Caleb, once upon a time it was fashionable. Man, even the different kinds of masks. Ang dami kong ano-anong masks na lumabas. Shout out of course to the crazy masks that were just all ugly. Wait, give me a minute here. I remember Doc Adam, shout out to Doc Adam for bashing the copper mask because of the very simplistic reason na bakit ka magsusuot ng mask na may butas. But then, because copper mask was, because we were all frantic and didn't know what to do, didn't know what to believe, the science was constantly changing, and for good reason. Kahit copper mask na sobrang dapat common sense sa ating lahat na hindi gagana ang mask na may butas, nabentahan tayo nun through marketing. Face shields, wag na rin natin kalimutan. Pati face shields. And man, that thing, don't call me a conspiracy theorist, but I wanna be a conspiracy theorist here. So let's all put on our tinfoil hat. Okay, suot natin ngayon. But can you believe yung face shield? Nakabili kami niyan. Nung unang labas ng face shield, ang bili ng pamilya namin sa face shield, 200 isa. 200 isang face shield. Right? And then, syempre, yung supply ng face shield sobrang dumami na. Everybody could easily access face shields. Bumaba na siya to 25 pesos. So, can you imagine, yung mga nagpasok nun, yung mga nag-produce nun, yung mga middlemen nun, gaano karaming pera yung kinita nila when at first, nasa 200 pesos yung halaga ng isang face shield. Crazy. Oh, cool. Wait, John, dahil andito ka na, I think, chat, we should all give John a pat on the back for being the backbone of humanity during that time. I can't stress this enough. You essentially saved us during that time when none of us knew what we were doing. So thank you, John, for being at the front lines. I know these words can be a little traumatic. Ano ba yung mga words na yun? Medical field frontliners, flatten the curve, stay at home. yung mga words na don't say that. Yun yung mga yung mga words na araw-araw nating nakikita. But still, I hope that if there's one thing we learned from it, it really is that science is on our side. I think for as much as we wanted to believe in science during that time, ang dami ring lumabas na naysayers pagdating sa science, porket paiba-iba parate yung sinasabi ng CDC, ng World Health Organization, even our local medical orgs and leaders, iba-iba yung sinasabi every week. And that was because you were trying to solve things in real time. So naturally, yung mga alam natin about something very novel, something new, a disease that we've essentially had no experience on, mag-iiba. And I think a lot of the anti-science people took advantage of that, and it kind of hurt a lot of people in the process. But again, kung may takeaway man tayo dun, sana natuto tayong paniwalaan ang medicine because well, we are here today because of them. Ayuda. Oh my gosh. Kami walang ayuda. Never kami nakakuha ng ayuda. But that's okay. Totally okay. Kasi I think kapag subdivision, hindi yata sila, pag private subdivision, hindi yata na umaabot ng ayuda doon. Totally fine. I do remember, however, always having to drive to the guardhouse. Every time may pinapa-deliver, every time may kailangan pinapa-deliver, may kinukuha, may dumarating, whether it's ube cheese pandesal from different brands or different products from different brands, I always had to walk or drive to the guardhouse. At one point, sabi ko, nagsasayang lang ako ng gasolina, nilalakad ko na lang siya parate. So those were the days, right? Ayuda. And speaking of ayuda, I remember during this time, it became a healthy competition, I guess, if you could call it that, between different LGUs to provide the best service for their people. But hopefully, it was beneficial to a lot. Kasi may mga iba na akala ko actually during this time, dito na talaga makikita yung pagsiseryoso ng mga government officials natin. Pero may mga iba na parang walang pakialam, 'di ba, no, Paolo? With regards to what you said earlier. Magaling ka. Oh, kilala na natin 'yan kung sino 'yan. Magaling tapos pogi. Si Bistek 'yan. Joke lang. Hindi na siya mayor, by the way. Yeah, I remember everyone wanted to be a part of Vico City. Everybody wanted to be a citizen of Vico City. And I think to some degree nagtutulungan ang mga progressive LGUs, basically at one point saying na it's not essentially a competition, pero pwede tayong maggayahan ng mga tactics that work. If I'm not mistaken, that conversation was between Pasig and Marikina, na naggagayahan sila ng mga procedures that work during that time. Man, everybody just had their eyes glued to their phone. Frozen fish. Nice. Yeah, I mean, now that we're looking back at it and we're all in this chat, of course, we're all looking at it with fond memories. Pero wag natin kalimutan, tulad ng sabi ni John, if we're looking at it with fond memories, then we likely were very privileged at the time. And I think we still shouldn't forget that during that time, more people were in worse situations than people who were in normal or good situations. Si Renly, sobrang solid ng naalala. I think, Renly, don't worry. Very relevant yan. Kasi naaalala ko. Check this one out. May sinabi si Renly na... Hold up. Let me see if I can look for the image. Sobrang solid kasi. Here. Check it out. I remember seeing the comment to this teaser. Sabi ni Renly, isa sa mga hallmarks ng pandemic is yung yung paglipat ni Bea Alonzo from ABS to GMA dahil nagsarado ang GMA. Now, I just need this to load so I can show you that picture. Hold up. Let me see if I can find another photo. Ayaw mag-load eh. Hopefully this is good enough. But you see this one? This one on the side, remember this? Well, yung sinabi ng mga tao dito. Yun, found it. There you go. Sinasabi ng mga tao na sa sobrang galing ng branding ng ABS-CBN, mata pa lang daw ni Bea Alonzo, kilala mo na siya. Ganun sila kagaling mag-build ng artista. And the joke was on GMA because GMA, up to this day, is having a difficult time creating memorable artists. Grabe yun, nung time na yun. Mayors ng Cainta, Marikina, and Pasig, lumabas yung galing. I remember wala kami long lines kasi Mayor thought of scheduling sa paglabas sa buy supplies. Yeah, and I think yung mga yung paglalagay ng cap sa hoarding, up to how many items you can buy at a time, mga markets that are mobile markets, huge deal for everybody. But yeah, keep them coming. We'll go back to all the comments. Don't worry, babasahin natin isa-isa yan. But I just want to resume showing you guys what different landmarks in the world look like during that time. So, the Eiffel Tower, ito naman Sydney Opera House. Apparently, even Mount Everest daw, walang climbers, of course. Paris. Is it the Louvre? The Louvre. I think it's the Louvre. Yeah. Spanish Steps. Milan. I won't even try pronouncing this one. Fine. Duomo Square. Westminster Bridge in London. More photos. This is cool because we get to see comparison. So this is Times Square, the Louvre, right? Sobrang daming tao then biglang nawala, and it's eerie. Of course, Great Wall, Brooklyn Bridge, the fountain in Rome. Jeez, walang katao-tao. This one is in Istanbul. Sydney Opera House, yeah. Brandenburg Gate in Germany, in Berlin. This is crazy. This photo is crazy. Sobrang daming tao dyan. Kasi alam ko, ano pa yan eh. Station ng babaan ng mga train. Red Square. The pyramids even. Wow. This is a good initiative. Stay home. Nakalagay sa pyramid na to, stay home. Grand Central Station in New York. Christ the Redeemer. New York na walang tao during lockdown. I remember New York was hit really hard. Diba dalawa yun? Italy and New York. And it was really heartbreaking because in Italy, naalala ko, reading articles where hospitals were just too overloaded that if an old person and a young person were both being admitted into the hospital, if the younger person had any chance of survival and the old person had much less, ang pa-prioritize na nila yung mga mas bata. Kumbaga, they had to make the tough decision of choosing kung sino yung mga aalagaan na nila because hospitals were just too overloaded during that time. More pictures. New York, Brooklyn Bridge, New York Public Library. Grabe. More pictures. Ito naman sa Philippines. Although I couldn't really find photos. Ito. Puro Shutterstock photos. Mga checkpoints. Oh, you remember that? Checkpoints everywhere. Because now yung pagpasok and paglabas ng Metro Manila was very, very tight. If you were here during Metro Manila, if you were here in lockdown during Metro Manila, alam nyo ba na yung mga taga-probinsya nung panahon na yun, takot na takot pumuntang Metro Manila? Kasi alam nila, ito ang ground zero ng COVID. Or para sa kanila, sobrang dangerous place ang Metro Manila. Makes sense. But of course, living in Metro Manila, to me, this was normal life. To everybody else outside of Metro Manila, go there at your own risk. Dolomite, oh my gosh, Dolomite Beach. Oh, what's up, TikTok fam? February 2.0. Chat, say hi to February. Lumipat siya from TikTok. I love it. What's up? February 2.0. What did I miss? Sabi ni Jed, government officials breaking COVID protocols but were not apprehended. Pero kapag ordinary citizen, I remember that. I remember that. And then, ang dami pa mga nag-leak na parang listahan ng government officials na nag-cut ng lines para magpa-RT-PCR. Oh my gosh, RT-PCR. Oh my gosh. Ano pa ba yung mga related terms? Antigen. Oh my gosh. Of course, ngayon, ginagamit pa rin natin siya, no? Sumikat ang TikTok. Yeah, Pinoy Adventurista. Sobra. Yun na nga eh. Overnight, everything became digital. In fact, we wouldn't be live streaming today kundi dahil sa pandemic. So that's a pretty funny experience kasi napasok tayo sa live streaming precisely because of the pandemic. Long story short, Shopee approached us to live stream for the app. We were there for about 4 or 5 months. I realized the app wasn't for me. I moved to Kumu. And then ever since then, it's the rest is history. Doing remote work but realized also February na posible ang remote work, 'di ba? Stockton bread, biscuits, junk foods, juices, meds. Yeah, everything. Eto pa, no quarantine pass, no entry or exit. Malls ended up being stations for quarantine also. Ano pa ba? Maybe we can look at one more photo here. Parang wala na. Oh, YouTubers! Ang daming YouTubers na sumikat during the pandemic. One of the YouTubers I watched every day very often is Kimpoy Feliciano. So, hiramin lang natin tong clip from Kimpoy. But he did offer us a glimpse of what Metro Manila looked like because during this time, he chose to stay over at New Zealand over the Philippines kasi syempre mas ligtas yung situation sa New Zealand. So he did offer us this and I'll never forget it because we were all locked inside our houses. Pinakita niya what the outside world looked like. And it's also just as eerie as all the photos we saw of New York, Italy, the Great Pyramids in Egypt, Istanbul, may kita nyo dito.
Na view ko using my phone.
Grabe, ano? Look at that. Look at that. Kasagsagan to ng lockdown. Crazy. Ng tao sa airport. I miss Kimpoy on Kumu. Social distancing, my gosh, that word. That word.
Ayan, so we're inside
So
the
that was quite an interesting time, and when I saw that, I'm like, wow, what a life we have. Yan lang ang nami-miss ko. Walang traffic at bagsak presyo ang gas. Yeah. Do you know that in the markets, gas became negative? Literally. And that's because it takes more money for these giant gas companies to store the oil than to just sell it at zero. So, nag-negative. Diba? Medyo wild yun. I have some videos here as well and photos that I'm not sure if they are in order. Parang hindi yata eh. Yeah, hindi siya in order, but I want to show it to you anyway because during March, I saved all my Instagram stories so that I would be able to show it to you guys. So hindi na to in order, but this is essentially from the lockdown in March all the way to till the end of March. So buong March 2020. These are my Instagram stories that I managed to save, and now I'm showing it to you guys. I'll keep the video muted because kinda cringe. The way I was talking to the camera before still is now. Hopefully less cringe now. Pero ito yung mga pinaggagawa ko nung lockdown sa bahay. Alright. 10 days of lockdown, 10 days of no Dio. Look at how small yung pamangkin ko. Baby Zach. During this time, breakfast ended up being chips. Trying out random things like this mustas. I think I just dito yata inano ko lang. Nagtanong lang ako how everybody's mayor is doing nung pandemic. One thing that I wanted to keep on trying to do was walk 10,000 steps a day by biking. So medyo madaya kasi biking yung steps ko. But I tried. Ano to? Kept up with the theme of very sweaty armpits. So, diyan ko nilalagay yung chocolates ko. O, diba? At rin, 'di ba sabi ko sa inyo, ang daming nagpaka-baker. Kami rin, of course. A lot of eating. Fortunately, and I'm very privileged during this time to still have food in the house. This was March 8. Ito mismo, March 8, I was in the mall. Because we were I don't recall why nasa mall kami nung March 8, but we were at the mall. So it's crazy nung in-announce na yung walang pasok. O, di ba? Ito na yung pahaba na ng pahaba. Look at how thick I was. Baby Zach, of course, sobrang payat during this time. Lots of food and very thankful talaga. Baby Zach. And then this is me realizing na I'm probably not gonna be able to go to the gym again. So home workout na for the next 2 weeks. But ito yung nasa mall pa ulit. Oh, this was when I began exploring yung content creator era natin. And for a time, this was just shot in my room. And kumot yung background ko. We gone a long way, chat. We've gone a long way. Dati kumot lang yung background natin. Magkaiba pa yung kumot. Dahil hindi kaya. 'Di ba? So ayan, no. Playing with lighting. May kumalat din, 'di ba? Na parang chapche ba? Or yung noodles na kinain sa Parasite. Ito 'yun. Yung noodles na kinain sa Korean movie na Parasite. I did run. I arrived February. This was, again, still on March 8. I remember why. Kasi yung Macay Bowls was in Manila. So we supported the Macay Bowls brand on March 8. Kaya kami naandoon. So ayan, no. Macay Bowls is in Manila. That's why we were in the mall during that time. And then noodles. And this is essentially what I was doing every day. Jump roping in my boxers. That was life every day, just to get 10K steps. March 8, people were still in the malls. Playing at home. Basically, that was life. Doing push-ups, because what else could I do back then? Macay Bowls. And then Macay Bowls ended up serving food within Metro Manila. And then the stock exchange, really bad in the Philippines. You know, the funny thing is, it's just as bad now. a little better. Yan na, umulit na. So yeah, this was March lockdown for me. So it's been different for everybody. Yung mga may garden or open area, swerte. Imagine stuck in a condo. Yeah, tas mismong condo naka-lockdown din, no? Yeah, I guess if there's any takeaway from this stream tonight, it has to be, I mean, there's so many things we can take away from this, but top of the list definitely has to be ever so cheesy gratitude that, you know, we're alive. We're alive. We made it through. We're still continuing to make it through. And the pandemic changed our lives one way or another. For a lot of people, for the worse. For some, it created opportunities. So, let's just remember this time as a time that that really changed the course of history for all of us. We survived, yeah. Sabi ni Feb, was stuck in a condo but had a pool at the rooftop. Open ba yung pool? Yun yung question. Or Feb, was it something like may reservation ang pool? May time slot bawat tao? Green Hills Shopping Center, yung official area that time. Yung critical area that time, doon first case ng COVID. I don't recall this, but wouldn't be surprised. San Juan was bad, diba? Among all the cities, I think San Juan had it worst. In Metro Manila, yeah. That really is true in a way that it changed generations. Palagay ko, you know how the World War defined a generation? I pretty much believe the same thing, that pandemic defined the generation of Gen Alpha. So, alam niyo 'di ba, may Gen Z, may Gen may Gen X, Millennial, may Boomer, Gen X, Millennial, Gen Z, and then Gen Alpha. Yung mga bata ngayon, otherwise called iPad babies, if I'm not mistaken. I think Gen Alpha yun. So, it changed their lives. It made a lot of, kumbaga, the value of sanitizing and essentially being germophobic really, really increased social skills are different. Not just for Gen Alpha, but for everybody, but especially more so for Gen Alpha. Kids who went to school, diba? It really defined our generation, and especially those who are younger. Paunahan sa pool. Anyway, I don't want to overextend our chat. We're silent generation. Okay, buhay pa naman sila. Wag nating kalimutan, Paolo. I'm so sorry. I don't want to overextend this, but I did have fun. We didn't even begin to tackle this Reddit thread that inspired the stream. But if you do have time, check it out. A lot of interesting answers here. I fell into the VTuber rabbit hole. I was in the mall during that day celebrating my birthday with friends. Sabi ng parents ko, umuwi ka na dito sa province kasi magla-lockdown. Nandito sa Reddit, kinikriticize si P. Dutz at yung mga alipores niya kung bakit ang tatanga ng mga decision nila. Uncertainty, truly terrifying, lalo na nung sobrang daming fake news about it. Catch a fatal and sobrang bilis kumalat and all. Yeah, do check out this thread. Sobrang daming interesting responses dito. For now though, this is where the stream ends. I'll see you again on Monday. If napaaga kayo sa, if na late kayo sa stream na to, and if you have time, watch the entire thing. If you want to support the channel, watch more videos. I'm excited to get to that point where we can begin channel memberships, because in channel memberships, if I'm not mistaken, pwede tayong mag-unlock ng custom emojis for the members. And if you don't already know, meron akong Discord, ang Benifam, my Discord, where we have custom emojis all chosen by the Benifam, which I'm hoping to bring over here also in YouTube. We are foreseeing monetization probably sometime this year, but with your help, baka kaya nating pabilisin yan, di ba? Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Like this stream. Yeah, I'm jumping over to Kumu right now. I'll see you guys. I'll see you chat on Monday. Nagkumu. Nagpandemic. Nagkumu. That's us. Okay, hindi. Kailangan natin i-balance yan. Pero good point, Paolo. I'll see you on Kumu. Bye, chat. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for keeping this going. Bye, Harry. Bye, Caleb. Renly. See you Monday. Or on Kumu in a few minutes. Jed. Oh, thank you, Jed. Hope to see you some more, Jed. Feb, hope to see some more of you also. Is it okay if I call you Feb? Of course, to Ron also, na really dropped by. John, Pinoy Adventurista. Trying to scroll through the names. Si Ses, si Tin. I really enjoyed this one. Bye-bye, everyone. Ingat! And we all made it. So, happy anniversary to us surviving.